Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time once again for the Chardon Polka Band's stay-at-home polka variety hour. Starring your host, Jake Cowie. Featuring Mike Franklin, Mitch Lawrence, and Bob Young. Here now is the host of your show, Jake Cowie.
And there he is. Boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to the best show in town, because it's the only show in town right now. The Chardon Polka Band's weekly live stream, broadcasting here from my basement in beautiful Burton, Ohio, where we received snow this morning. How many of you out there got snow today? Raise your hands or comment. I may see the comments. Chances are I won't see those hands raised, but that's all right. Hooray! We are ready to polka, and this is the way we're doing it right now because we're socially distanced. Interesting. It's interesting stuff. Ohio is starting to open back up a little, and we don't know how that looks for the band yet. We don't know. Okay, so take this. Businesses. If you have a business and employees are going there, they're supposed to stay either 6 feet apart, I think, or wear masks. Okay, so what does that look like for a polka band? I'm not sure. So that cuts out some of our smaller venues where we can't stay 6 feet apart if we're trying to follow those rules, and we are trying to follow the rules and guidelines, the guidelines put forth by both the CDC and our governor, Mr. Mike DeWine. So so it's interesting as we kind of navigate that and figure out when and how we're going to be able to get back to work. And of course, some of those decisions aren't in our hands because, a lot of events have been canceled. Many. In fact, all of our events, I believe, for the next month have been canceled, several into June, and even many, I'm sorry to report, folks, many later in the year have been canceled. But you know what? We don't need gigs to polka. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna jump right into some music, folks. Hold on. Jump right in. Here, join me. Join me at camera 2, won't we? Won't you? Won't you? All right, since we got a little bit of snow on the ground this morning, only in Cleveland, Ohio, folks, am I right? Well, not only in Cleveland, Ohio, because I'm sure some other people got snow, but up where the Buckeyes tumble down, you'll find our country's grandest town. It seems a lady's kiss means more out on Lake Erie's southern shore. From Water's Edge to Waterloo, from Shaker Square to Brookside Zoo, you'll find the best location in the nation if you travel down the good old Cleveland town. Like a million friends, go where the Cuyahoga bends. You'll watch the Indians and the Browns and cheer the Barons hockey crowns. There are a million dreams of bliss in every Cleveland lady's kiss. You'll find the best location in the nation. If you travel down to good old Cleveland town, you'll find the best location in the nation. If you travel down to good old Cleveland. Whoa! Good old Cleveland polka, not to be confused with another polka great, Cleveland, the polka town. There's a few polkas about Cleveland. Maybe we'll write you another one. Oh, I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, one dedication celebration we got today. Lisa Verost. Happy birthday. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, but Lisa Verost. Happy birthday tomorrow. They were going to go party with us at Dingus Day. That didn't happen this year. Happened virtually. So, let's think of one. Well, first of all, we can sing her happy birthday, right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Oh, since, let's see, Lisa was going to join us at Dingus Day, let's play our Dingus Day favorite, right? Let's see if I can... I'm gonna get a dummy model at the factory and take it home with me. I'm gonna dress it up in clothes like you used to wear. I'd even buy a wig that'll match your hair. I'm gonna sprinkle it with perfume like you used to do, and put on lipstick too. When I'm done, I'll bet you 10 to 1 she'll be a lot more fun than you. A lot more fun than you. I'm gonna get a dummy model at the factory and take it home with me. I'm gonna dress it up in clothes like you used to wear. I'd even buy a wig that'll match your hair. I'm gonna sprinkle it with perfume like you used to do, and put on lipstick too. When I'm done, I'll bet you 10 to 1 she'll be a lot more fun than you. I really mean it. A lot more fun than you. She'll be a lot more fun than you. She'll be a lot more fun than you. I think I missed a few chords of that one, but it's a live program, and I don't have my guys to keep me on track. Of course, like I said, the rest of the Chardon Polka Band, we're not getting together right now. We're trying to figure out how to operate in a way where we can keep 6 feet apart or whatever we need to do to keep y'all safe, to keep us safe. We're trying to figure that out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, it's heartbreaking. But you know what? It's not heartbreaking. It's Mother's Day today. Join me back at camera 1. Let's go. Bam. Happy Mother's Day weekend, everybody. Tomorrow is the big day. The big day, Mother's Day, is tomorrow. But before we get to Mother's Day, all right, this is, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Before we get to Mother's Day, we don't want to get any further in the program without wishing my wonderful wife, yes, I will wish her happy Mother's Day because tomorrow is Mother's Day and my wife is now a mother. But it's today, and she's letting me come down to the broadcast despite today is me and Emily's anniversary. Happy birthday. What did I say? I got too many requests going. Happy anniversary. Y'all are going to laugh at me now on this live broadcast. Oh, boy. Happy anniversary to my beautiful wife, Emily, and happy birthday, sweetie. I know that's not for several months, but it's never too early to wish your sweetheart happy birthday. But happy anniversary, Emily. There we are in the photo on your left, I believe. That's our wedding day right there. We look stunning and beautiful. And then, of course, oh my gosh, look over there. There's us and the new kiddos. Oh, look at this. Look at these little guys. I got complaints last week that I didn't show pictures of the kiddos, and there they are, those wonderful kiddos. So a very happy anniversary to the love of my life, my beautiful wife, Emily Cowie. Who I couldn't do any of this without. And of course, we are excited for our beautiful children this year, which is, this will be our first Mother's Day as parents, celebrating Emily as a mother. Holy smokes! The kids don't have teeth yet. They've been working on the solid foods. They like it. They love it. Oh my goodness. And folks, we're going to jump right into the program tonight. We got a whole lot of stuff to do. We're going to go over to the kids corner, all right? And we're going to stop by the corner really briefly. Hey kids, what's up? Thank you for joining us over here at the kids corner. And kids, as I was just telling everybody, this weekend is Mother's Day. So make sure you kids do something for your mothers. Maybe, maybe if we're not going to the florist this year because of social distancing, you draw her a picture of some flowers. Do it now, or wait till after the program. This is a very good show. You don't want to miss it, kids. But make sure tomorrow you celebrate your mothers. Now, on the Kids Corner today, my children, their mother, my beautiful wife Emily, took this video. I'm not going to play the song live on the Kids Corner. We're going to go to a video, and it's a delightful thing. Here we go. Let's go. This is our Kids Corner song for today. Let's go. All right, boys, you ready, Benji? Benji, you ready for the music? Yeah? Luke, boy. Luke, boy. Luke, you ready? Okay, let's get to it. Luke boy's got a frog on his head. Luke boy's got a frog on his head. Luke boy's got a frog on his head, and he keeps it there all day. Oh, Benji's got a horse on his head. Benji's got a horse on his head. Benji's got a horse on his head, and he keeps it there all day. Now Luke boy's got an owl on his head. Luke boy's got an owl on his head. Luke boy's got an owl on his head, and he keeps it there all day. Woo-hoo-hoo. Benji's got a cow on his head. Benji's got a cow on his head. Benji's got a cow on his head, and he keeps it there all day. And Daddy's got a hat on his head. Daddy's got a hat on his head. Daddy's got a hat on his head, and he keeps it there all day. Does Mommy have something on her head? What does Mommy have on her head? An elephant? Mommy's got an elephant on her head. Mommy's got an elephant on her head. Mommy's got an elephant on her head, and she keeps it there all day. Are you gonna sing it, Benji? Sing it, Benji. It's your turn, you sing. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. What about you, Lukey? You gonna sing, Lukey? No, not yet. Luke boy's got a frog on his head. Luke boy's got a frog on his head. Luke boy's got a frog on his head, and he keeps it there all day. Ribbit. And Benji's got a... Let's do a pig. Pig on his head. Benji's got a pig on his head. Benji's got a pig on his head, and he keeps it there all day. What do you think, boys? Oh, my beautiful kiddos. There we go. For our Kids Corner song today. Now, that song I want to share perhaps with you mothers out there. For those of you moms and dads who haven't heard of the Lori Berkner Band, that's where the Jake got that song. I didn't write it. That song is originally Lori's Got a Pig on Her Head from the Lori Berkner Band. This band is phenomenal. They do kids' music led by the fabulous Lori Berkner. And I wrote to them this week, made sure it was cool that I played a video of one of their songs. They said, absolutely, they're good people. Make sure you check them out online, loriberkner.com, youtube.com/the Lori Berkner Band. Kids, parents, grandparents, or just, individuals, you will not be disappointed. Her music is phenomenal. And speaking of not being disappointed, and speaking of mothers, one person who never, ever disappointed their mother is my dear friend, my right-hand man for 10 years now, the light of my eyes, Mr. Mike Franklin. That's a segue, folks, because tonight we have a very special polka pondering with Mr. Mike Franklin. Here we go, as we prepare for a very special guest in the studio.
Wouldn't it be great if banjo players had a park where they could take their banjos to play with other banjo players' banjos? The banjos could run around and chase each other. They'd be free to jump and play. There'd be banjo frisbee and perhaps a banjo playground. On second thought, who would clean up the stringy little messes left by all those banjos? Certainly not a banjo player.
I didn't turn my sound back on, Mom.
Oh.
I wanted to cover you shuffling in, so I turned the sound off. And then so they missed my whole introduction. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I'm Mom. That's your introduction.
Yeah, everybody. Okay, we're going to start again, Mom. And I got to do it with the hand gestures so they know I'm saying the same thing. Everybody, Mrs. One of the most wonderful ladies there is, my beautiful, wonderful mother, Mrs. Jeannie Cowie. Jeannie Cowie here. I love her. Can you hear her now? Bob, the sound should be back. I know. Come on. You got to allow me at least one technical difficulty a week. I'm running this thing myself. There's no tech crew. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Is it back now? Somebody reaffirm me that the sound is back. Oh, boy. I think it's back, Mom, or else they wouldn't be saying.
Hopefully, yes. It's back.
Otherwise, we're just doing this random interview.
All right.
So, Mom is here with me in the studio because Mom, my beautiful mother, Mrs. Cowie, is here in Ohio helping us out with the kids for a while, right?
All right. I think I've been here 4.5, almost 5 weeks. So obviously Jake needs some help.
I always need help. Well, okay, so typically at the house, we always had a lot of people coming and going. This buddy's over holding kids this day, or maybe this person brings dinner this night or whatever, because there's 2 babies and they're a lot to keep up with, so we had a lot of help. Well, when things started kind of locking down, me and Emily are quarantining pretty hard, so our world shrank, and there's only, there's about 6 people who come into the house. There's me and Emily, the 2 kids, and you're here, and then Emily's mom's over most days.
And
yeah.
that's it.
Quite the little team we've got. And we couldn't do it without our moms. In fact, I'd interview both of you, but someone's got to be up there helping Emily, my beautiful wife. So I know. Yes, you were nervous. Mama wasn't social distancing. No,
Hey,
Mom hasn't seen.
I stayed in quarantine
Yeah.
for 2 weeks before I came up here, and I have not left the house. In
Yeah.
fact, I ran an errand to drop off recycling, and I hadn't driven a car in a month. That's like craziness.
Right. Yeah. It's a crazy feeling. And crazy time. So let's get right to we're going to interview my mom here, ask her some polka questions. Starting out, Mom, hard-hitting polka questions. What is your favorite Platform beer? Once again, on the show tonight, beer provided by Platform Beer. They gave me this beer just for broadcasting and liking their beer. So they support polka music. Mom, do you have a favorite Platform beer?
I do have a favorite Platform beer.
What is it?
Carmelicious.
Are you listening, Mike? Next delivery, we gotta
Carmelicious.
have Carmelicious. I think there's some down here. No,
I think
did I
your
drink it?
mother drank the two they brought.
Oh, that's High River. It's good stuff too. But we need more Carmelicious next time, I guess. Okay, we'll find you some. Oh my goodness. So, Mother, I started out. You can give these people the insight. I started out as a child, correct?
Yes, I think you started as an infant.
I was an infant, not unlike my infants. You keep reminding us that they're precarious, and when they yell
there are a
hoot
few
and
of
holler.
them that have your personality traits.
Yeah, that's some of the personality traits shine through. So you raised me up. You raised me up well. Lawrence Welk every Saturday night.
Lawrence Welk most Saturday nights if you behaved.
Yeah, that was punishment in our house. If you didn't behave, no Lawrence Welk. Oh my goodness, that was growing up. Of course, I was born in Indiana in Fishers, Indiana. Where was I born?
Born in Fishers, Indiana. We actually lived in a house on Cumberland Road.
Okay.
And then not too long after you were born, we had built a house and moved there on a different road.
Yeah.
So your whole life, or early life, you grew up as a farm kid.
I did. I was. It was on a farm, which was totally one of the reasons for Lawrence Welk. We only had 3 channels, So Lawrence Welk was on a. We got some questions coming in. Was he born with teeth? Did I have teeth when I was born?
Not when he was born.
See,
no.
I've been worried about my children, but I've been told it's
not
okay.
a whole lot of hair.
And then let's see. Did Jake always wear his hat like that?
I didn't have a lot of hats on Jake's head. It just wasn't. I don't know.
Except for the when I was maybe
you had
like
a sailor hat.
Yeah, and when I was like probably 7 or 8, there's video of me running around. I found one of my grandpa's old like fedoras.
Yeah, probably.
And the thing was here, and I was walking around with a Cabbage Patch Kid doll with this crazy fedora on. So a good question that kind of brings the Mom, you look like Jake's sister.
I do look like Jake. Actually, Jake's sister looks like me.
It's true.
Because I came first.
So Maria says, and this is a good question because Maria has 3 boys. She's outdone us. She has 3 boys. We only have 2. Maria's asking, what were your thoughts when I said I wanted to start a polka band?
I took a parenting class long before I even got married, and it happened to be from my future mother-in-law, although I didn't know it at the time. And she said, always encourage the bent of your child. And I guess I was thrilled that Jake had a passion and was very encouraging of that. Luckily, we had a basement, and he could practice down there.
Yeah. Well, and even before I started the polka band, you got me my first accordion, and that was, everybody kind of knows the story at this point. I saw Weird Al on TV and went, oh, I gotta, I want to get an accordion and learn to play accordion like Weird Al Yankovic. But my mom was a big part of that story because there was this accordion at a thrift store, and I said, Mom, can we go buy this accordion? She was like, oh, sure, you can try this hobby out. And it's not like I got in the phone book and found accordion lessons. You found me accordion lessons.
We did. It was Mrs. Myers, and she was a piano teacher, really, but her husband had played the accordion, and so it was my job to get you there, and she worked with you.
Yeah. Did you guys think that was gonna?
Well, I don't know that I ever expected it to become your lifelong career. You know, it was just an interest that you had, and so as in anything, I think we always tried to encourage our children's interests, and once they made a commitment, they had to stick to it for a season of time, and then if they wanted to quit, that was fine, but they had to at least stick with their commitment.
Yeah. And my sister's chiming in. Yeah, but your sister lived in the basement while you practiced. Yeah,
that was
Lindsay's
true.
room was in the basement. She had like a little basement apartment, and that's where the bands all practiced it. We had a lot of different bands. That's how I first started making friends in Ohio. Someone asked when we moved to Ohio.
We came. I think you were starting 8th grade.
Yeah,
and so that's a tough time for a kid to move.
Yeah, and that's how I remember making my first friend at school was I said I took music lessons, and he goes, I take music lessons, and we played music the rest of the year together. It was Rick Mock.
Was that Alan's ugly girlfriend?
That was Alan's ugly girlfriend. That's not who was in the
Alan
band. That was the
yeah.
name of the band. We had a band called Alan's Ugly Girlfriend when I was in high school, or no, middle school. That was my 8th grade band. What nationality are we? That's good.
Well, my heritage was Mexican and English, and then your dad's
Dutch on the other side
was Dutch, and I think some American or English. So just kind of a blend.
Yeah.
As most of us are.
Yeah. So,
and Jake's sister, I saw a question up there, is totally non-musical, although she can dance quite well, but. Bless your heart, Lindsay.
You're really calling out Lindsay on the live program, Mom. Oh, man.
But I love her dearly as well.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
You made it sound like you would question that.
She was the easy child.
My sister was always a hard worker. Always, yeah.
Kid.
I've always been an interesting kid. Always.
Yeah,
That's
always.
Someone asked a question about the sideways hat, and I went, well, no, I don't always wear a sideways hat, but I always had my own styles. Who was Alan? Good question. He's just a kid. He was our friend. He sat at our lunch table. We'll get into
Thank you, Andy. I wish I could pass as Jake's sister, but I am his mother.
Yeah, so I think our house during my high school was very different than a lot of houses. We certainly, I think every kid goes through that, rebellious teen stage, and it wasn't that, we butt heads a lot, but you guys were my lifeline for music because I started playing shows when I was in 9th grade, 10th grade, and not driving yet, or if I was driving, I needed to borrow a car. So, you spent high school, or at least the first part of it, driving me around to shows, right?
That's true.
I remember when I first started playing out, like playing nursing homes.
Right.
And you would drop me at the nursing home door and come pick me up an hour later. And then I think my first big private party gig was over an hour away. It was in Olmsted Falls or something from where we used to live. And you drove me to this party, dropped me off on the doorstep, and then sat in the car for 2 hours or went to TJ Maxx or something.
Probably.
And then,
but when you got good, I did decide to listen to you.
Oh, my goodness. When? There's so much of that. That was just you guys were my lifeline for getting from point A to point B and transportation, everything, It's very interesting. And then, of course, our house was a revolving door, so to speak.
It was.
Of teenagers, because I was always doing some kind of band when it wasn't the polka band.
Band or
it
filming
was,
projects.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
so
did a lot of
people did
video
come and
too. I
go
did
a
a lot of
lot.
video work in high school and beyond. I still do video work. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. A huge cast of characters, and you guys always welcomed them, even though we're always loud or lighting something on fire, or dragging tubas in and out, breaking your car and stuff. Because we started when. I guess this is more of a story about my dad, but I remember I had a little Volkswagen Beetle, and that was a car I bought. And then I was doing all this band work, so I always borrowed y'all's Jeep Grand Cherokee. And finally, my dad pulls me aside and he goes, "Dude, you're gonna keep doing this music thing. You gotta get a vehicle that can handle that. You can't be taking our car every weekend. This is ridiculous." So that's how I started having another car.
Yeah, but that was a while down the road. before
Well,
you
it
got
was.
another
Yeah, I was
car.
always borrowing yours. All right, so let's see what other questions we got. Good parents make good people. Oh, and Jake, you are good people. So thanks, Jake's mom. That's from Erin. Erin's a nice lady.
You're welcome, Aaron.
Let's see.
We like him a little bit.
Any other siblings play any other instruments? So no, I just have a sister,
Right.
and she doesn't really play an instrument. I don't think, did she ever? She was
Your
a drama.
grandma
She did
tried
drama.
to teach her piano, and it lasted about 2 weeks, and that was it.
Well, yeah.
Lindsay just did not
But
have
Lindsay,
that. But Lindsay loves animals.
Yeah.
Lindsay is a caretaker of people and animals. So
yeah.
you guys
Sure.
both have great hearts.
Well, and that's kind of, I always joke with people, that's, okay, so till I was about 10 years old, 10 years old, we lived on that farm in Indiana. And my takeaway from it was the Lawrence Welk show and Saturday nights and my dad's music projects. And my sister's takeaway from it was farm life, horses,
She
goats,
still
llamas.
does that.
Yeah, that's what she still does. I mean, that was huge in her life, and Indiana was huge in my life, but for different reasons. That's where I was exposed to my dad playing music. Dad had musical ventures and stuff. But yeah, the Chardon Polka Band would not exist if it weren't for supportive parents. We were talking about that earlier. You know, you kind of sticking up for me and stuff. And like you said, you follow and I know it's going to be a battle with my kids, you know, following the bend of the child, you know. And I was a weird kid, always getting into some kind of, you know.
We could make a list.
Well, and it's funny because, okay, for the success that is the Chardon Polka Band, broadcasting from a basement, very successful. We have our own pint glasses. Please buy them. We could use the money from the sales. Anyway, for every Chardon Polka Band, you know, or for the one Chardon Polka Band, there are like 100 other schemes I had in high school and bands and projects that I was borrowing gear for and breaking cars for and doing all kinds of crazy stuff that didn't really succeed and go anywhere, but they were all part of the process to figure out this, I guess. Oh my goodness, this is it. Did I listen to a lot of polkas growing up, or did she? Neither.
I had never heard of polka till Lawrence Welk myself. My dad was a musician, so and his father before him. But that wasn't really part of my growing up until Lawrence Welk.
And me neither. I mean, I had the Lawrence Welk show, but it was all, I was inspired by Weird Al, and then once again, just some of the great you've done in my life. I couldn't even list it, but when I started getting into the accordion, you came back with a stack of polka records from a garage sale, and you were the kind of parent who went, okay, he's into this accordion thing, how can we encourage that? And you I remember you bringing me a newspaper and going, Jake, look, there's a polka festival in Geneva on the Lake
Yes,
next Saturday.
That was like the very
Yeah.
first festival we went to.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was awesome.
And you said there's this polka
I
festival.
don't even know that I knew what a polka festival was.
Well, and I remember asking you, Mom, what's a polka? And you literally looked at me. This is going to be in my book someday, folks. I went, Mom, what's a polka? And she looks at me and she goes, that's what kind of music people play on the accordion. And I went, okay, well, I started playing accordion a few weeks ago. I might as well go learn about it. And you took me to Geneva on the Lake, spent your whole day. I mean, we were there from because I was enamored. This is when I was like 15 years old. I was just enamored. Joey Tomczyk was playing, a guy named Augie, solo guy on accordion, and then Dale Sinchek was playing. And you took me there, and I was just enamored. I mean,
I do remember
front
that.
row, just. And then I went to my accordion teacher, and I went, I got to learn this polka stuff. That's what you do. And that would not ever, folks, would not have ever happened if my mom hadn't picked up on what I was doing, going, okay, it seems like he has a real interest in it.
Firehouse Winery, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
Firehouse
where we
Winery.
were.
Yeah, and you took me there, and so I think if there's going to be a billion lessons I try to translate from what I've learned from you guys into my parenting, but that is one of the top lessons, is just that encouragement. Instead of going, you're not going to continue with a thrift store accordion. This is not going to be this is not an important thing in your life. Let's not waste time on it. You took it seriously, went, let's make this an important thing for everyone's lives, and you took me to this stuff. You brought home the Lawrence Welk records, and the whole family had to listen to them, and put up with my practicing, and then so I don't know if someone mentioned the practicing, but I don't think you didn't have to, because I was 14 when I started playing an instrument.
Well, I never had to ask you to
practice.
practice.
Right, I think it's different.
You just did it. You had a passion for it, and that's all part of it.
Yeah, people ask me, did I play music as a little kid? And I'm like, no. So I tell people, man, I wish my parents would have made me go to piano lessons or something like that. I'd be so much better, have a better foundation. And I go, but if I'd been forced to do nothing, nothing you forced me to do worked very well. Someone did ask about my hair, and I think that's such a funny story, because that was a headbutt point in high school. My mom, before I came along, my mom thought long hair was reserved for criminals.
Yeah,
criminals.
well, I would be afraid of Jake in the dark alley.
Yeah, criminals and just bad people had long hair in my mom's mind. And I made it to, I think I was junior year. Junior year, my hair started getting a little shaggier. Well, did it even go?
It might have been that long.
It might have been sophomore
pretty,
year.
yeah.
It started getting a little shaggier, and Mom would say, "Oh, you're getting a haircut. You're getting a haircut." And I think the last straw, you told me I had to get a haircut, but you dispatched me. I had to go to the barber myself. So being the wonderful guy that I am, I told the barber, I said, "You got to cut my hair." And they go, "How much do you want off?" And I said, maybe that much. So I came back. It didn't look like I had a haircut at all, but I said, "Mom, there was hair on the ground. They cut my hair." And you eventually came to terms with that. Now that's a point. I feel like I'm not trying to call you out, but that's a point where you and a friend had a conversation, right?
Right. And the friend said, "What's on the inside is more important than what's on the outside." And to go along with that, my favorite day when you were in high school was Twin Day. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's Spirit Week, and they have the stuff, the different days of the week.
So I dressed like him. I did the Jedi braid.
I
Jake had a token Jedi braid at that time. I did the Jedi braid and a tie. Jake always wore ties on Tuesdays, and
I had very interesting high school
Mom
career.
dressed like Jake, and I remember people going, "Whoa, I didn't know he was your son."
Oh, yeah, we should clarify. My mom didn't just come to school to hang out. My mom worked at the school.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
People are watching going, why was his mom at school? I don't get it. This is weird.
I worked at his high school for a period
Mom
of
worked at
time.
my, which meant like it was very. I always felt like that. There were some good things that went along with that, and then like if a teacher had a problem, they wouldn't just give me detention.
No, they
Like
would
another
talk to
kid, they
Mom.
wouldn't send me to the principal. They would go and tell my mom, and that's not fair.
Not in
because
high
I can
school.
deal with detention. I can deal with I don't know, an extra trip to the principal's office. I can deal with that. No big deal. But then you tell my mom on me. Come on. No other kid had to
school's a
deal with
bit
that.
late for that.
No other kid had to deal with the teachers having
Josh
a direct.
Liegla, if you're watching, it wasn't you.
Yeah, it was. Jake's not doing well in math. We're gonna, oh boy, that's the way. But it was fun.
Yeah,
We had a lot of
it
fun. I was a loud and boisterous guy. I do remember, I believe, one time you walking through the hall, maybe with some teachers, and you were being serious. Me, I'm not as serious, so I started yelling, "Hey, everybody, that's my mom! That's my mom right there! She works here! That's my mom! She raised me!" My mom's like, "Oh, no. Oh, no." It was wonderful.
It was.
So
pretty
I
wonderful.
know it's almost bath
Bath
time up there.
Yes, I need to go help with that.
If we can have a few more minutes. So we've talked a little bit about the polka history. Was it 10 years ago now you guys moved, or longer? Boy.
We've been in North Carolina at least almost 13.
Wow, 13 years. So my mom moved to North Carolina, but during that time, sometime during the last 13 years, we've become somewhat successful. I mean, we have a program from a basement.
I am so proud of you. I am. The
I love
fact
my
that you
mom.
make other people happy, and he's always wonderful to his parents. So he's going to make a great dad.
Thank you,
Continue to
Mom.
make a great
Thanks,
dad. And
Mom.
happy anniversary, by
Yeah,
the way.
today's the anniversary. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
big weekend for all of us. It's fun to celebrate with you.
All right, so a couple more questions, and
Okay.
I'll let you.
All right.
What? Someone asked, "What's your favorite Chardon Polka Band song?" So, song we wrote. Oh no.
Oh,
She doesn't know any
Well,
of
I
them.
know. I do like the Two Sisters polka.
That's a good one.
Because I just like that one, and although it wasn't written for the Two Sisters that I associate with the Two Sisters polka,
That's what it is now.
That's what it is now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stella and Ann.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your favorite Chardon Polka Band. Polka. What I guess we kind of. I mean, you get how she feels about her son being a polka musician for a living, right? Yeah.
Oh, I think it's great.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's groovy. We have a good time.
Yeah, we do have a good time, and love the fact that you interact with all sides of the age spectrum.
Oh yeah. This past week I was doing. I
He
was
helped out for my school, did
Yeah.
some kids shows,
and
goes
also
to
did the
nursing
senior
homes.
center.
It's like, that's amazing to me.
Thanks, Mom.
So I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, Mom.
Well, good.
I'm proud.
I've stuck with you all these
You
years.
have. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll let Mom go.
Well, that was fun.
That
Thanks.
was fun, Mom. If she's here, she's coming down every week.
Oh,
These
no,
folks
I
love
don't
it.
think so.
Oh, love you,
But
Mom.
love you too,
You
buddy.
navigate the
I will
the
gladly
war zone that
navigate
is
the
the Chardon Polka Band Studios. Friends and neighbors, what a delightful time. My mom, Jeannie Cowie, and I'm gonna cry. I love my mom. She's great. And folks, we just talked for like 20 minutes, so I don't want to talk your ears off. But I wouldn't be doing this without my mom and my dad encouraging me when I was a teenager. Very special that I had that in my life, and they've always encouraged me and supported me. And that's just awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, for all the mothers out there, this is a favorite of every mother. We're going to play the Blue Skirt Waltz for you. And I'm not going to play it on my accordion. Well, I am in a video. It's going to be a video so that you get to see Mike Franklin, Bob Young, and Mitch Lawrence playing this one as well. My dear fellow bandmates who aren't joining me in the basement, but they're here in spirit, folks, and on this video. The Blue Skirt Waltz for all our moms.
night till I heard the orchestra play. I met you where lights were bright and people were carefree and gay. You were my beautiful lady in blue. I was in heaven just waltzing with you. You thrilled me with strange delight, and softly you stole away. I dream of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in our world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were your eyes and blue were the sky, just like the blue skirt you wore. Come back, blue lady, come back. Don't you be blue anymore. I dream of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in our world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were your eyes and blue were the skies, just like the blue skirt you wore. Come back, blue lady, come back. Don't you be blue anymore.
All right, a great song for mothers everywhere, the Blue Skirt Waltz. That's just one. We get a lot of requests for it. Shows, you know, my mom loved that song. Could you play that song? And all that. So the Blue Skirt Waltz for you guys tonight. Oh my goodness, we're having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the program. I know not as much music tonight. I do hope that's all right. We had musical stories, telling some stories about my musical career, my musical beginnings, and the wonderful support I got from my mom and my father. But this weekend we're celebrating moms, and I'd like to celebrate moms with another song. Again, a pre-recorded one, but ladies and gentlemen, this is so my mom, obviously, I love my mom so much, but it's my anniversary, and my wife is now a mom now, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to all jam together to my wife's song, Polka Around Your Sweetheart. And I know we got a lot of requests for Emily there, so why not? Let's do it. This is Polka Around Your Sweetheart. My wife wrote this one, and it's amazing. Who's on trombone? A couple questions we had come up over here on the scroller. Who's on trombone? Our good friend T-Bone Daniel Verney played the track. Of course, he lives out in Cincinnati, could not join us for the Muzak video. So I believe that was Joey Dahlhausen in a monkey costume playing Emily's purple trombone. Because that's how we roll in the Chardon Polka Band. Classic Chardon Polka Band shenanigans, that song, that video. We hope to be filming more videos for you guys soon. Just crazy hijinks. Speaking of crazy hijinks, that is how we do things right now. Is we're kind of all video. Me and the guys aren't seeing each other. We're hopefully soon we're going to be able to get together and work on jams in person. However, we're always working on projects. In fact, coming up this next week, I'm hoping it'll get done in time to get out this week. Top left corner, another video with our good pals, the Klaber Heads. Right there you see Rob and Emily from the Klaber Heads. Then bottom right, still working on some great video we shot back in February when we were still hanging out together. So we got a lot of projects that you can look forward to, folks. And that's how we're doing things right now in quarantine land. Oh my goodness, yeah, the Klaberheads, great band. We got some really cool team ups headed your way, guys, over the next few weeks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. I'm just gonna say the Klaberheads are there. I'm not gonna tell you about any of the rest of them. I'm just we'll keep it. Cavalier Polka, good song. I don't play that one. I need to learn the Cavalier Polka. I'd have to speak Polish to do it right. Oh my goodness. And then another question that popped up like 3 times. Do you still have your first accordion? I do not still have my first accordion. Sadly, I sold it at a flea market for like $75, which I'm pretty sure is $40 more than I paid for it. So I did make a profit. I think the guy was literally going to put it on his wall. If anybody knows that guy, it was in Chesterland. I love that accordion back. Oh my goodness. It's an old Wurlitzer square box. Square box. Let me see. This is a square box. It's old school, very square edges, not like my beauty over here, very rounded edges. That's an old square box, we call them. So yeah, I had an old Wurlitzer. It was pretty wheezy. It was a pretty wheezy accordion. And at the time, I didn't know that was going to be my livelihood. Even though I guess it was my livelihood at the time. I was at the flea market. I had 2 accordions and an accordion case, and I was playing, and people would drop money in the case. But then I also offered the accordions for sale. I think the guy figured buying it was better than hearing me play. So, Anyway, oh my goodness. Hi, Cousin Frank. We got so many cool people tuning in. Not my cousin Frank, that's what someone said. I'm Jake from the Chardon Polka Band. Very glad to be bringing you guys these shows every Saturday night. That's how we do it. Tonight, I am drinking, this is chocolate, raspberry banana donut from Platform. I'm flying the Platform flag back there because Platform, cool enough to send me some beer. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. During these dark times, they send me some beer. I love it. Well, let's see. I'm going to double check, make sure there's nothing else I need to get to this week before I play a couple more polkas for you, maybe. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, hold on. If you really like the program tonight, you can tip us on Venmo. Venmo is a virtual way of sending money to people. And we've got a virtual tip jar. It's www.venmo.com/Chardon Polka Band. Now, I also threw this up. This is our physical mailing address. We had some requests for this. If you want to send us a check, you feel free to do so. Feel free not to do so, folks. We just appreciate you watching. And then finally, on the top there, that's our Patreon. Patreon.com/Chardon Polka Band, or just go to Patreon and look for the Chardon Polka Band. Patreon's really cool. Bands use it, podcasts use it, various artists use Patreon to help fund their artistic endeavors. And so if you'd like to continually support the Chardon Polka Band, it's a subscription service. So if you give us $5, you give us $5 every month. If you give us $10, you give us $10 every month. And you don't have to do that, once again. That's just I throw these things out here, but we also want you to know we're going to bring y'all music no matter what, okay? That's just what the Chardon Polka Band does. We're looking forward to getting back and doing that in person when it's recommended, safe, and all that to do so. So don't worry, we're going to get back to the playing of the music eventually here, hopefully soonish, depending on how things look. So I'm going to play a couple more songs on the accordion. Does that sound all right? All right, well, I'm grabbing my accordion. I'll throw this back up here in case you weren't taking notes and you want to give us money. You don't have to give us money. I don't care. We're going to do it anyway, folks. Now I got to think of a polka to play. Oh, we had a request for Alice. Oh, did I practice Leia's waltz for you? No, I didn't. I wish I'd practiced Alice.
I don't know why she's leaving or where's she gonna go. I guess she got a reason, but I don't wanna know. 24 years I've been living next door to you, Alice.
Alice? It's really not as good without the call and response part, but you guys are calling from home, maybe?
Sally called me when she got the word. She said, I suppose you heard the news about Alice. So I ran to my window, I looked outside, and I could not believe my eyes as that limousine pulled into Alice's drive. I don't know why she's leaving or where she gonna go. I guess she got a reason that I don't wanna know. 24 years I've been living next door to you, Alice.
Alice? Who the heck is Alice? Well, there's kids watching,
24 years I've been hoping for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. I gotta get used to not living next door to you, Alice.
Alice? Who the heck is Alice?
Well, we grew up together. We were two kids in the park. We carved our names into the tree bark. That was me and Alice. Now she walks out the door, got her head held high. And I just can't believe my eyes as she gets in that limousine in her drive. And I cried. Well, I don't know why she's leaving or where she gonna go. I guess she got a reason, but I don't wanna know. 24 years I've been living next door to you, Alice. Who the heck is Alice? Well, 24 years, hoping for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Gotta get used to not living next door to you, Alice. Alice, who the heck is Alice? Now, Sally called me back. She asked how I felt, and she said, I believe I can help. That was the wrong chord. I'll help you get over Alice. She said Alice is gone, but I'm still here. I've been waiting for 24 years. And that limousine disappeared. I don't know why she's leaving, where's she gonna go? I guess she got a reason, but I don't wanna know.
24 years I've been living next door to Alice. 24 years, hoping for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Gotta get used to not living next door to Alice. Alice? Who the heck is Alice? I mean, it's really not the same without the call and response. Don't you agree? You know, who the heck is Alice, you know? Let's see. We could do a couple more songs. Gather around, friends, gather around, and I will try to sing you a song about my girlfriend who I love dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Oh, ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. I have a girlfriend, she loves me dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Yeah, I can't wait till we play live again either. That's what people are saying. They don't have a band to play these solos, so I don't have to try and, you know. I'm a rhythm accordion player. That means I just, you know, I play the accordion, I sing, and I just go, rhythm accordion player. I'm not a soloist. Oh yeah, where was I? Oh, she don't like candy, she don't like cake, she don't eat ice cream, and she don't eat steak. She don't wear no fur coats or nylon shears. What a crazy drink, those ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. I have a girlfriend, she loves me dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Someday we'll get married, we'll settle down in a small cottage not far from our town. I'll do the cooking, I'll make it nice. You get the beer and lay off the ice. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. I have a girlfriend, she loves me dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and deer. It's kind of funny, right? Was it? I don't know. Deer. Let's see. Saw a request go by for this one. This is one of Mike Franklin's songs. This is not of the Jake song, but it is of the Chardon Polka Band song. It's just one Mike wrote, Mike usually performs. Bring me more beer. Working all
day gets me so uptight. I just can't wait to get home tonight. I need to unwind, so I'll sit on my behind. Darling, if you don't mind, bring me more beer, bring me more beer. This one is gone and I could use another one. Bring me more beer, bring me more beer. Bring me more beer, sweetheart. Working on my car gets me all greasy. It stresses me out, so you see, I need to unwind, so let me sit on my behind. Darling, if you don't mind, bring me more beer, bring me more beer. This one is gone and I could use another one. Bring me more beer, bring me more beer. Bring me more beer, sweetheart. All right, let's see if I can play some kind of solo piece on this one, little melody line. Another one, bring me more beer, bring me more beer, bring me more beer, sweetheart. Bring me more beer, sweetheart. All right, folks, so it's time for me to wrap up. However, I saw this. How about a dedication to Lori bought a house? How about a dedication to Lori, bought a house? This is from Doug Knox. I'm not sure if Doug's telling me that he bought a house. And he wants a song dedicated to Lori. Or to Lori, who bought a house. I'm going to assume Lori bought a house. Here we go. Well, Lori bought a house. Lori bought a house. Lori bought a house and she's going to live in it. Lori bought a house. Lori bought a house. Lori bought a house and she's gonna live in it. Now when Lori eats breakfast, it will be in her house. When Lori makes oatmeal, it will be in her house. When Lori eats dinner, it will be in her house. It will be in her house, 'cause Lori bought a house. Hopefully you eat a lot of dinner, Lori. Yes, congratulations on your purchase. How about them closing costs? Oh, Lori had closing costs. Lori had closing costs. Because she bought a house, Lori had closing costs. But because of these closing costs, a realtor could eat breakfast or lunch today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank goodness for closing costs. They give the realtors a job. A realtor found me this beautiful piece of home that you see here. I said I need a home adequate for Polka and my good friend. What's that guy's name? Calvin. Calvin Humphreys, realtor at large here in Geauga County. Oh, Calvin will sell you a house. Calvin will sell you a house. If you want to buy a house, Calvin will sell you a house. He was with Howard and Hannah. Howard Hanna. Does anybody know what that is? Howard Hanna. He was with them for a while. I don't know if he is anymore, but he's still a realtor. But this story is about Calvin. It's about Lori. Oh, Lori, you won't live in the street. Lori, you won't live in your car. Lori, you don't have to sleep down at the bar. Lori, you don't have to ask your friends when you need a place to lay your head. Because you bought a house, you can just sleep there instead. That's right. Home is where you sleep, folks. That's right, whether it's your house or somebody else's. We're just glad you're there. We're glad you're warm. Lori, congratulations.
That was a long song about Lori. Apologies, everybody. This is a live show, just like the Chardon Polka. But Calvin does owe me. That's right, Calvin. I owe Calvin. He found us this beautiful polka house, ladies and gentlemen. The two things we were looking for, really, the two things we were looking for, me and Emily, when we were looking for a house, every single house we went in, we went, where's the band going to work out of? Where are we going to keep the merch? Where's the band going to practice? We needed a big practice room. So we looked at some with like offices and stuff that it was like, yeah, no, you can't fit a band in there. One of my favorites, it had a above the garage kind of big apartment thing that would have been perfect for a band. There was a bathroom in there. It was really cool. Had its own like water deal up there. But we were like, oh, well, to get there, you had to track through the whole house. And then we were like, okay, people are going to be dragging drums through our kitchen every week. That doesn't sound that fun, you know. Anyway, so yeah, Calvin found us this place, got a big band room. And the other thing, I alluded to two things we were looking for. The other thing was a garage to store the band van in. And the band van tall, so it had to either have the potential to have a taller opening or already have a taller opening for the band van. And the band van is stored nice and cozy out in the garage. You guys didn't care. You didn't want to know that. And Calvin Humphreys did not pay me to say that. Calvin, if you're watching, bring me some beer, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Jake. Thank you for joining us tonight. We look forward to getting back to work in person, but until then, we love bringing you this broadcast, and the 15 of you who watched it, we really appreciate it. No, we got a bunch of people watching. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. Thank you, guys. I ring good night. I ring good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. All right, it's been another Chardon Polka Band live stream. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Most importantly, happy Mother's Day. This was our Mother's Day special. My mom, Jeannie Cowie, thank you for coming on the show. I love you. I love you so much, Mom. And thank you for helping me become this crazy guy that I am. Thank you to my beautiful wife. Today celebrating 5 years of marriage. 5 years of marriage to my beautiful Emily. Thank all of you for watching. And of course, I don't want to forget my mother-in-law. She's also up there helping out, comes out over, helps us out all the time. I love my mother-in-law, Stephanie. Thank you for being such a wonderful mother and a beautiful part of my life as well. And of course, we want to thank Bob Young's mom, Mitch Lawrence's mom, and Mr. Mike Franklin's mom, Karen. I'm on a first name basis with Mike Franklin's mom. No big deal, folks. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night, dear. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night to Alice's mom. Good night to Paul's mom. To Vanessa's mom. To Pat's mom. To Sheila's mom. To Alex's mom. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.